Okay, thank you, Chipo. Hi, everyone. Very nice to see some of you. It's long time that we met. We were supposed to have at least two of our coalition of the willing meetings by now, as planned in 2020. But because of the COVID situation, we are not able to do those. So we discussed and we tried to, I think we agreed to handle through this webinar, and thanks to our colleagues from CoW who were facilitating and supporting this exercise. So it will be also a learning exercise. I think the internet sometimes, the power and so on, but I think it's better to try than just wait what happens until the COVID situation. We hope by December or early in January, it may be a bit better and we may meet. Otherwise, we will continue to have this kind of session. Once more, thank you so much. So I think officially we'll start when His Excellency Sani comes. I think he will open officially, and in the meantime, we can just introduce the program, briefly the objectives and what we intend to do. Kuflu will let us know when His Excellency comes. So
I think he joins now. So check.
Okay.
Check.
So okay, if he's there, then should we start to welcome him, and then he can make the speech. Kuflu, where is Kuflu to let us know when he's ready? Yeah, I can see His Excellency. Thanks for being there, Sani. So this is the coalition of the willing, which are agronomists, soil scientists, data scientists, and geospatial experts in Ethiopia who came together to develop or support the transformation of agriculture in Ethiopia through digital solutions. So it is about 4 or 5 years now. We started bringing data sets together to have a knowledge-based and data-intensive decision-making capacity. And we made some progress so far, including the Ministry of Agriculture data sharing policy, which is closer to be ready and being implemented. We have collected very good large data sets from across the country that are more related to crop response to fertilizer application. And also we have collected a lot of legacy data that can enable us to a comprehensive and big data analysis and produce different results to facilitate decision making. So this meeting is now on webinar because of the COVID situation. So we have around 120 people invited, and I think a large number of them are joining across the country. There are some from abroad also, some Ethiopians who are supporting this exercise. So today will be the first of its kind in terms of webinar, but we had several sessions before in Ethiopia, Adama, and so on. So the objective of today's session, and tomorrow is today's session, we'll try to keep it shorter but more interactive. The first is we want to update the progress so far in this year. We don't want to go too far behind 5 years ago, but we'll try to brief some of the colleagues who are new to show them what we have done so far, and mainly also plan what we intend to do this year more or less, and also in the long term. We have a vision which is mainly to support the transformation of agriculture in Ethiopia by embracing digital solutions in terms of analytics and also even equipment, infrastructure, and so on. So we'll brainstorm on how we'll handle those and how we achieve. We have different task force members to do technical things, and we have also developed a guideline, for different components, data collection, standardization, analytics, and so on. So there is a lot of progress that we have made so far, and we have also a vision of what to do in correspondence with the Ethiopian agricultural transformation and vision and plan. So with this short introduction, I think I will invite His Excellency Sani to give us the opening speech and open the meeting officially. Thank you very much for coming once more. Thank you.
Thank you very much. First of all, I would like to say Happy Ethiopian New Year. Distinguished guests from university, research, national and international partners, ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to deliver an opening remark on this important virtual workshop on updates of the soil and agronomy data sharing efforts by coalition of the willing Ministry of Agriculture, EIAR, SIAC, GIZ, BMGF, CoW, and ODI. As all of you know, agriculture is the backbone of the country's economy and constitutes over 33% of gross domestic products. It accommodates about 72.5% of the labor force in the country, generate 80% of foreign earning. Consequently, the sector plays a leading role in the country's development strategy toward fulfilling the target goals of food security, job creation, establishment of climate resilient green economy. Ethiopian agriculture, ensuring food and nutrition security, respond to growing industrial demand for raw materials as inputs, enhancing import substitution, boosting export earning, generating investment capital as financial sources for other sectors, while protecting and maintaining the natural resource base is the overreaching missions and goals of the agriculture sector. Land and other natural resources are among the critical sources that form the basis for the sector's development strategy and plan. Agricultural research, universities, and other institutions in the country and various soil and agronomy survey initiatives has been generating data and information over decades. However, the contribution of research in different surveys to the sustainable development of the country has not been optimal. We can say far from the optimal. This is partly related to the systemic problems such as the limited capacity in documenting, managing, and effectively utilizing the data and information generated in guiding agricultural development planning and implementation. Cognizant of this reality, the Ministry of Agriculture, in collaboration with the national and international development partners, has developed a national soil and agronomy data sharing policy. The policy has designed taking FAIR data principles into account. That means the FAIR data principles are a set of guiding principles in order to make data findable, accessible, interpretable, and reusable. Consultation with stakeholders that followed the launching of the policy revealed that various human, institutional, and infrastructural capacity gaps need to be addressed to facilitate the implementation of the policy. Distinguished guests, webinar participants, ladies and gentlemen, in coordinated endeavor by the national and international partners, including Ministry of Agriculture, Ethiopian Institute of Agricultural Research, SIAT, GIZ, CoW, ODI, to create the necessary capacity is yielding some useful outcomes. The creation of the coalition of the willing that is championing the idea of data sharing, the development of soil and agronomy data portal, the development of data standardization guidelines for use by data generators, data managers, and data users. The creation of geospatial community or practice that is attempting to demonstrate the potential of geospatial approach in guiding agricultural decisions. The mapping and the characterization of the legacy soil and agronomy data is in the country. The advanced analysis of large soil fertility research and research data and extraction of useful information are among the key recent efforts toward implementation of data sharing and access among the agricultural research and development communities. During this online workshop and webinar progresses of the preliminary result of some of these key activities will be shared, discussed, and validated. In addition, the next steps of the various ongoing efforts will be discussed in relation to soil and agronomy data sharing in Ethiopia. Various innovative engagement materials, including a case study, will be used to elaborate on the need and content of the data sharing policy and the key activities of the CoW, Coalition of the Willing. Of this webinar event is believed to contribute to the country's effort to modernize its data management system and evidence-based and context-specific soil and agronomic management decisions. Moreover, it is my strong conviction that the ongoing efforts being discussed during the events will contribute to the successful implementation of the recent launched digital transformation strategy and the upcoming overall 10 years development plan of the country and transforming agriculture. Learning more the soil and agronomy data sharing initiatives, we are now planning to move to sector-wide data sharing and access initiatives. Thus, we sincerely believe that this webinar would provide a great input and lessons for our efforts in this regard. Distinguished guests, at this juncture, I would like to thank SIAT for initiating and leading the process, GIZ providing technical and financial support. I also appreciate the engagement and contribution of the CoW members in sharing data, developing guidelines, and supporting different activities. I also thank CoW for supporting to organize their webinar. I hope this coordination endeavor will continue until we realize agricultural transformation supported by advanced digital solution. Expressing the government's commitment to the success of this concerted multi-stakeholder efforts and thanking all the partners involved, I declare the virtual webinar workshop is officially open. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, for giving us a very clear and explanatory opening remark and officially opening the session. We appreciate your time. Also, we thought you'll not be able to join physically, so it's very good that even though we have not met in the office or in the hall, it's very good that you gave us live this podcast. We appreciate that, and I think we, as you indicated, this team is committed to support the agricultural development endeavor, and we have some developments. Maybe we have not met as frequently as it should be, but we wanted to have more tangible products before we crowded your office. But now I think we have some products to show, so we'll visit you more frequently, and we have some developments, and it's not only 1 or 2 or 3 people. We are now close to 100 who are willing to collaborate in this endeavor, and we would like to thank the Ministry of Agriculture and EIR for their support, for their commitment. And now EIR is hosting or housing the CoW because it is like a coalition of a team, so we didn't have a home. So now we have a home at EIR, and also your team in the ministry, including CoW, are supporting very closely since for 3 to 4 years. And we hope to do tangible and exciting things and support the transformation. We have geospatial teams, we have data scientists, we have agronomists who produced 6 guidelines which are now being published. So we'll also those will be owned by the ministry, and some of them need to be discussed so that they get approval, but some of them are already advanced in relation to EIR. So thanks once more, and now I will hand over to Chipo, I think, to lead us to the next steps. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Good stay.
Thank you. Thanks.